Today's subject is ignore the number of high blood pressure. In the Western world, there are many science develop in there, and they try to use a number in there, and then make it everything is equal. However, those number is invented in India, then through the merchant of Arabia merchant, then known to Europe. However, they used the numbers very well and developed science. But when I grow up in Korea, when you make a kimchi, then okay, little of salt, little let's say red pepper, but depending on the person, the little is could be this much. Everybody different. However, that okay, you use such and such an ounce or such and such a gram, then everybody can understand. So this number 120/80, that's the number they invented for blood pressure. So when you go to hospital or you go to clinic, the first thing is they use a cup and then measure blood pressure. But some people who had a little high blood pressure afraid of white gown phobia, and then because of those kind of reason, then they are worried, and their normal blood pressure become higher than normal. This kind of thing happen many times. However, that most let's say over age 60 years old, and almost like 50%, half of the population over 60 got high blood pressure. Now I try to search clog the blood vessel. I could not find everything is drawn by hand, and doesn't make satisfy. So I try to use the galvanized pipe. About 45 years ago, when I went to store, then I opened the water faucet. No water comes out. Then what happened? I just look at the bottom and the shutter valve, and then valve is open, but then no water comes out. So I checked in the next store. Then no problem with the water, but my store doesn't have water there. So I called a plumber. The plumber came and he looked at it. Oh, galvanized pipe clogged. At the time, I didn't understand what is galvanized pipe. Something I heard was clogged. Then the plumber were working on and cut the pipe, and he showed me the pipe. The pipe is like this. This is the original pipe in here, and the inside is all clogged. Only this much left open, and this one is open this much here. But my case was there is no opening. Whole thing was clogged, so there's no water comes out at all whatsoever. So this galvanized pipe clogging is very similar with our blood vessel clogging. Originally this size, but getting older, then this is getting smaller and smaller. This is the problem. So now from the heart to here, I have to send, let's say, amount of 10 blood into here. Now, because of clog here, I have to send more pressure to send the same amount of required. So regular pressure cannot send same amount. So pressure must be increased in order to send the same amount of blood into here. Understandable, right? So when we become older, then obviously our blood pressure become higher. That is quite normal. But most of cases, let's say until 40 years old, we don't worry about blood pressure at all. Most of them is okay. However, when you become 50 years old, then become worrisome, and 60 years older, then half of the population in that age, 50% people have high blood pressure. So we have to consider that we people getting old. Everybody agree. You must agree, okay? So if the blood pressure is classified like this, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80, 80 to 90, okay. You belong to this group, then okay, let's say from 70, then okay, average is 160, so if you are 150, then you are normal. But if you get 170, 180, you are high blood pressure. Not this number on this age group. Am I talking right? Understandable? So this one is 120 over 80. The way I use was it's almost 50 years ago. That's the first time blood pressure concept introduced at the time. Now, 90 plus age. So 30 years, okay? 30 years, okay? Plus 90, that's 120. 30 years old. When you are healthy, so the 30 years old, 120, that is healthy, that is so normal. But I become double 60 years old, then obviously from 60, so 90, then this is 150. Why? This age group must be like this. If blood pressure is classified this way, okay, when you become from 160 to make 120. When I was 30 years old, I didn't have gray hair either. I didn't have wrinkle either. Only thing is number change, nothing but the number. So when you go to the clinic or hospital, okay, I am let's say 75. So when you become then 165, you are 150 or 160, your high blood pressure. Based upon this, then That's okay, and no problem with that. Just ignore that. Then you are safe. So, add my age plus 90. That is your normal blood pressure, and this should be agreeable to everyone. So, I am six, let's say 70, and then even though 150, 160, based upon this classification, I am normal, but I have dizziness. My heart is pumping. I feel that. That is exception. So, on normal people, if I do not feel, okay, palpitation or dizziness, then it's okay. You don't have to take a medication. Now, I want to send to here, okay? In here from the heart, 10, okay? So if I, normal case, a little pressure, I can make a send a 10. However, if clog like this one, I have to press more than normal pressure. That become high blood pressure. Then if I do not send right amount of blood into here, what's going to happen? You have to worry about that. We are going to think about it in next video. Thank you so much for your watching.